us for today's OAUG Ambassador webinar. My name is Anna Gross, and I am your OAUG Ambassador Liaison. I've really enjoyed working with all of you so far, and I'm looking forward to a great year working with you again. Before we go ahead and get started, I'll go over just a few reminders. We are recording today's call, and it will be posted on our website just as soon as we conclude the call in about 30 minutes. So everyone is on listen-only mode for the duration of our presentation. However, if you have any questions or technical difficulties that arise throughout the call, if you would please type those into the question box in your control panel, that would be wonderful. I will be sure to answer those questions for you or help you with technical difficulties. All right, everyone, let's get started. All right, we have quite a few things to cover here today during our call, so we will go ahead and make sure that we are hitting all of the high points so that you know exactly what's going on with the OAUG. Here's just a quick look at everything we will cover today. All right, as with all of our ambassador webinars, we do like to reiterate what you and all of your colleagues receive through your OAUG membership. We also encourage you to help share this information with people at your own organization and others. The OAUG is here to make your work life easier, and we do this by helping you find answers, by connecting with other members to share successful tips, tricks, and lessons learned. You will save time and money. We also want to help you network with real users and experts. The OAUG members share ideas and best practices to make the most of your Oracle applications. And we want to help you influence Oracle. Oracle does listen to the collective voice of the OAUG, and we are able to do that through our membership and you. One of the other great things that you can do to enhance your Oracle applications is to network with your peers. One of the best things about the OAUG is your ability to reach out to other users and experts and learn from them. We encourage you all to do this, and one of the very best ways to do this is through our geographic groups or our special interest groups. We do encourage you to take a look at these groups, and I'll show you exactly where to access the complete list in just a little bit when we take a tour of our website. Our geographic groups, or GEOs, as we affectionately call them here at the OAUG, members of the GEOs reside within a geographic area. They meet often to facilitate networking among local and regional applications users groups. I myself just attended a really great GEO meeting on Friday here in Atlanta with the Atlanta GEO. It was absolutely wonderful, and I am now looking forward to attending the Florida OAUG meeting in June 11th and 12th. It is called Sun Collaborate, and if you are in the Florida area, I certainly encourage you to check out that GEO group and the meeting that they have coming up and see what's going on and if it makes sense for you to attend. If we have any other GEOs on our phone or GEO leaders, I would encourage you to share the information about your meetings with me so that I can make sure to remind people about them on our ambassador calls. One of the other great ways that we network with each other is through our special interest groups. We call those SIGs here at the OAUG, and SIG members share a common interest concerning specific Oracle applications, products, or a specific industry. SIG members are normally geographically dispersed, and therefore they only meet occasionally throughout the year. Often they do meet in person at Collaborate, our big conference that we just had about a month ago in April, and they do meet again often at Oracle Open World, which this year will be towards the end of October. So while we do encourage you to get involved with the GEOs or the SIGs that are available to you, we also encourage you to utilize social media to keep up with what's going on in your area and throughout the Oracle applications community overall. We are quite active on LinkedIn. We do have a big OAUG LinkedIn page, and there's also an ambassador group. If you are not already a member of the OAUG Ambassador Group or the big OAUG LinkedIn group, I do encourage you to go ahead and request to join both of those groups this afternoon. It's a great way to keep up with what's going on here at the OAUG, and especially through our Ambassador Group. That's a great place to kind of keep up with what's going on and see who else is active in our community. We are also very active on Twitter, and we do have two main Twitter handles that we use, at OAUG1 and at collab_OAUG. If you were able to join us out at Collaborate in April just a few weeks ago, you know that our collab_OAUG Twitter handle is quite active while we are on site, and it's a great way for us to keep you posted as to what's going on here at the OAUG. So I certainly encourage you to utilize all of those forms of connecting with others. We do want to help you make the connections that you need, and one of the greatest ways to do that is through our OAUG membership directory. I believe this is a really, really great tool, and it's very timely considering that we just got back from Collaborate. Hopefully you were able to attend and you met some other great people, some users, some experts, maybe a presenter. And perhaps you, like me, sometimes do silly things like wash your business cards in the washing machine. Well, never fear. If you did that, no need to worry. All you need to do is go to our OAUG membership directory, and you can search for people through a variety of ways so that you can find that great presenter or that great attendee at Collaborate or any other conference and reach out to them to ask those follow-up questions and begin to build that relationship. We do also want to help you provide feedback to Oracle, and you can do this by working through our Customer Support Council. They do have meetings once a month. In fact, one is coming up just this week on Thursday. And the OAUG Customer Support Council does serve as an advocate for the greater Oracle users community. They influence Oracle product and policy decisions at no additional cost to our members. So, for example, feedback from OAUG membership and discussions with Oracle has led to Oracle's waiver of extended support fees for a number of product lines. If you have questions or you have Oracle support-related concerns, we do encourage you to email us at support@oaug.org. Members, also a great way to keep up with what's going on with our Customer Support Council and our relationship with Oracle is through the Support in Focus newsletter. This newsletter is a members-only benefit, and it is produced quarterly. It includes lots of tips and tricks, case studies, and best practices for working with your Oracle applications and Oracle support. I will show you exactly where to access this newsletter in just a few minutes when we take a tour of our OAUG website. And now we're going to take just a few minutes to let you know about some of the exciting events that are coming up here at the OAUG. So if you are interested in BI or financials, the OAUG Forum Online does offer more than 20 sessions focusing on each topic. These informative sessions were conducted live and streamed live from Collaborate 15, and you can plug into the latest content in the most convenient way, on demand. You can purchase the package and download the materials today. As long as today is before June 30th, 2015, you are good to go. As always, OAUG members, this is a great way to access the information that hopefully you were not able to gather at Collaborate 15 because you were in other sessions or you were unable to join us in person. This is another great resource, and I do encourage you to take advantage of it. I'd also like to encourage you to make sure that you're making use of the OAUG Insight magazine. It is one of our highest rated member benefits, and each member company does get 10 hard copies in the mail. You, as the ambassador, have the power to designate who of your colleagues receive those 10 hard copies. We do encourage you to take a look at your list every few months and make sure that the right people in your organization are getting this benefit and making the most of it. And of course, everything is available online, but we do send 10 hard copies as well. So, as you can see, we did have an e-learning this afternoon, Optimize Your Integrated Payment Approach and Secure Sensitive Data within Oracle e-Business Suite. That e-learning was this afternoon at 2 o'clock, and it is here to remind you that you can find that recording in our e-learning archive later this week. So if you were unable to make the e-learning today at 2 o'clock, never fear. That recorded session will be up on our website within just a few days for your convenience. We also like to encourage you to consider vendor awareness sessions. It's a great way to get a new look at an issue. The OAUG works with trusted and respected vendors to help make your work life easier. As I mentioned, I do encourage you to take a look at the Vendor Awareness Session page often and dial into any of the webinars that interest you. We do have 2 vendor awareness sessions coming up. The first will be on Thursday, June 11th at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. And then the next vendor awareness session will be available just a few days later on Tuesday, June 16th, 2015 at 2 p.m. As I mentioned, these are a great resource for you, and I certainly encourage you to take a look at them and dial in whenever you are available. And I'll show you exactly where to access this information in just a moment when we take a tour of our website. All right. We also have the OAUG Connection Point XTech online conference coming up in just a couple of weeks. This online conference is going to offer 18 sessions covering application strategy and service, business intelligence, analytics upgrades, and more for Oracle eBusiness Suite. This online conference will take place from July 28th through 30th. If you are interested in going ahead and registering for this conference, please check out that link below, and I'll show you exactly where to do that on our website as well. We are also working through our Oracle Primavera Special Interest Group, OAUG, as they go by, to present the Oracle Primavera Online Series. This series will be presented from August 17th through September 4th, 2015. You are welcome to attend the online conference, or if you have particular interest in this area and you'd like to share your knowledge, we do invite you to go ahead and submit your idea to be a presenter. Presenters, please do note that if you do have a topic you'd like to submit, the deadline for that is June 1st at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time. So we need that before midnight. If you are interested, we'd love to have you share your knowledge or join us for the online series to soak up as much knowledge as possible. And the OAUG is happy to offer the Be Our Guest membership for Associate Member Ambassadors. This special offer provides 2 complimentary 6-month OAUG corporate memberships for associate members to gift to 2 customers or companies. If you are interested in this offer, we would love to have you email us at membership@oaug.org for additional instructions and information. Ambassadors, as I mentioned before, LinkedIn and our social media is a great way to connect with others. Through our ambassador page on LinkedIn, you can post available jobs, share informative articles, access helpful tips and tricks, ask questions of your fellow ambassadors and share answers, and you can receive the most current information from the OAUG about what's going on. I certainly encourage you to go ahead and request to join that LinkedIn group this afternoon. The OAUG Young Professionals Forum is a fairly new group, just started about a year ago at Collaborate 15, and they are generating quite a bit of buzz. The OAUG Young Professionals Forum is focused on helping young and new professionals get their career started on the right foot. So if you are a young professional working with Oracle applications, or you are new to working with Oracle applications, we would love to have you join us on June 17th at 3 p.m. Eastern for our next call. A wealth of opportunities and possibilities are here, and we'd love for you also to join the OAUG Young Professionals Forum LinkedIn page as a way to reach out to those young and new professionals and begin to build relationships with them. And now we're going to take just a few minutes to cover the OAUG roles and responsibilities of an ambassador. First, we would like to thank you for serving as the OAUG ambassador for your organization. We truly have enjoyed working with you, and we do appreciate all of the time and effort and energy that you put into serving as your organization's OAUG ambassador. Please remember that we do look to you to serve as the primary point of contact for your organization's membership and to help your coworkers maximize the value of your organization's membership. We do this by asking you to attend ambassador webinars annually. Email your coworkers the benefits of OAUG membership. Know when your membership needs to be renewed, and very importantly, we do ask you to vote on behalf of your organization in the OAUG Board of Directors elections in the fall. Lots of big responsibilities there, but you all do an amazing job, and we certainly appreciate it. We also ask that our ambassadors help us maintain accurate records. We ask that you pay special attention to the email addresses, mailing addresses, and which of your colleagues are receiving OAUG Insight magazine. As I mentioned before, each company can receive 10 hard copies of the magazine, and of course everything else is available online. We ask that you do log into your account every few months and make any necessary updates or changes. And I'll show you exactly where to do that. And of course, I'm always happy to help with making those changes if you're more comfortable with me jumping in. And ambassadors, in an effort to be more respectful of your time, we have decided that we will host OAUG ambassador webinars every other month in 2015. During those off months, when we are not necessarily hosting webinars, we will continue to send an email to you detailing what's going on with the OAUG. We do ask that you pass that email information along to your colleagues, just as you normally do with the emails that I send after the webinars, to let them know what's going on. And as always, even though we are not having webinars, we are here and we are happy to help with anything and everything that comes up. So ambassadors, if you'd like to check out the new schedule for 2015 and go ahead and register for some of those upcoming webinars, you can do so on our ambassador page. And I'll show you exactly how to navigate to that page in just a moment. Please be sure to track your involvement in the ambassador program through the ambassador participation form. This form can be completed at the end of the year or after each task is completed. Every ambassador who completes all of the duties assigned by the OAUG and designates them through their ambassador participation forms by December 5th, 2015 will be eligible to win a free conference registration for the next year for any conference that the OAUG gives. We want to say another congratulations to Jeff Kessler. He was our 2014 winner, and he received a free registration for Collaborate 15 this year. And we got to meet him in person and celebrate with him in Las Vegas just about a month ago. Congrats, Jeff. And now we're going to take a quick tour of the OAUG website. If you'll bear with me just one moment while I bring up the correct page. All right, everyone. We're back on the same page now. Thanks so much. We're going to go through just a few of the really exciting things on the OAUG website, and I'll tell you where to find some very helpful information. First, we've navigated to our homepage at OAUG.org. I'd like to call your attention to this little section right here. You'll see the OAUG Connection Point Online Seminar. If you are interested in that OAUG Connection Point XTech Online Conference, you can simply navigate to here, click on this icon, and it will link you directly to that page. Right beneath that, you'll notice we have Follow OAUG on Twitter. This is a live Twitter feed, and I do encourage you to take a look at it every so often and see what's going on. It's a great way to just kind of keep up with what's what and who's who and what is happening if you don't necessarily have Twitter accessible or pulled up on your computer or your phone all day. And right next to that to the left, you'll see our news and features section right here. This is kind of where we post just really pertinent upcoming information, most recent things that may apply to you, or anything really important. So I certainly encourage you to take a look at this news and features section whenever you come to our website. We're going to go ahead and scroll back up now, and we're going to jump over to the membership tab. You'll notice it's the third one from the left. We're going to scroll down to the ambassador program. All right. So first and foremost, again, thank you for serving as your OAUG ambassador. Right up here in the top left-hand corner, you'll notice a little section entitled Ambassador Resources. This is your go-to hotspot for all of the information that you need to serve as an OAUG ambassador for your organization. First, we have the Ambassador Overview. This is actually a PDF for the presentation that we are doing right now. So if you need to come back and look at this presentation at any time, you can do so by coming here and simply clicking on the Ambassador Overview option. Right beneath that is the benefits reminder email. I will be sending you this email in just a few minutes when we conclude our call. As you may know, seasoned ambassadors, the top half of the email I send you is a note from me to you, thanking you for serving as the ambassador, reminding you about our next webinar, and giving you just some little reminders. The bottom half of that email is a list of things that are coming up and going on with the OAUG, complete with direct links. We do ask that you share the bottom half of that email with your colleagues to keep them up to date on what's going on with the OAUG. And I've already updated all of the information with today's presentation and today's benefits reminder email. You will receive the actual email in just a few moments, but if you need to access it at any time, it's right here in a PDF for you. Right underneath that, we have another very, very important clickable option for you. It's entitled How to Update Contacts. This particular option, if we click on it, will generate a PDF at the bottom of your page that you can then go ahead and open. I'm going to show you that really quickly. This PDF document is going to walk you through exactly how to make any and all updates to your company's profile through the OAUG membership. You'll notice first you're going to log into your profile and you'll see this option right here, Manage Organization Contacts. You'll see to the right of that we do have very informative red boxes with arrows telling you exactly what to look for and where to go. If you need to see who are those 10 people who are receiving copies of Insight Magazine, you need to kind of clean out your membership, this is exactly where you'll want to go. This document will take you through exactly what you should be seeing, where you can go to make these updates, and exactly how to do everything. I certainly encourage you to take a look at this document and let us know if you have any questions. And remember, that is under this third option, How to Update Contacts. Right underneath that, you can access your participation form. So after you've attended your webinars, you've updated your contacts, you know when you're going to, your membership will expire, and you've set that Outlook reminder on your calendar, I encourage you to navigate over to this participant form and go ahead and fill that out so that you are eligible to be entered to win that free conference registration in 2016. And last but not least in this section, we do have Ambassador Frequently Asked Questions. I do encourage you to take a look at those as well. And you can call us or email us right here if you have any questions. We're always happy to help. If we scroll down the Ambassador page just a little bit, you'll see a little list right here of the Ambassador duties as well as our upcoming webinars. As soon as we jump off this call, I will go ahead and update this first section right here with the recording from today's call. And then you can go ahead and register for the next call on August 18th if you need to. Just quite a bit of information here, and I do encourage you to take a look at that, ambassadors, if you have any questions. Also on this membership tab, we're going to jump down to the Young Professionals page for just a moment. Just wanted to kind of show you all where that page is located. On our YP page, you can access recordings of presentations that were given last year and earlier this year, and you can go ahead and register for our June 17th call. You can see exactly what we are all about and go ahead and jump in. Right next to that, we're going to jump over to the Education and Events tab, and we're going to drop down to OAUG Elearning. So, as I mentioned, we did have an e-learning today, and it has already been moved off of our upcoming e-learning list to our archive. And what I want to really point out here is the archive that's over here to the left. You'll see we have all of the e-learnings that we've recorded and archived from 2011 all the way till this year, 2015. If you are looking for some information on anything Oracle applications related, I do encourage you to come up here to the search bar, type in the topic or a keyword, and see what comes up. Our e-learnings are a great place to start looking for information. Next to that, we're going to jump over to the user community page, and we're going to click on Geos. All right, everyone, I mentioned that we have quite a few geographic groups, which we refer to as Geos. Here is a complete list of all of our Geos. I certainly encourage you to jump on over to this page after the call and go ahead and find your Geo. Click on the link and see what they are up to. Perhaps they have a conference coming up and you are able to join them and see what's going on. Really make those connections and learn from each other. Right next to, under that, on our tab, we have our special interest groups, our SIGs. This list is also quite extensive. I do encourage you to come over here and go ahead and join all of the special interest groups that are of interest to you. The more information, the merrier. So I do encourage you to check out both the GEOs and the SIGs and see how you can go ahead and jump in. Right next to that tab, we're going to jump over to Resources, and we're going to scroll down to the OAUG Membership Directory. You'll remember we talked about this as being a great way to reach out to someone that you met at a conference or event and really follow up with them to continue that information and building a professional relationship with them. It's a wonderful, wonderful resource, and I do encourage everyone to check it out. And we're going to jump next to the OAUG Publications tab. This tab details all of the various publications that we offer. First, you'll see OAUG Insight Magazine. Remember, this is one of our highest rated benefits. It is produced quarterly. We do send 10 hard copies to any 10 people that you, as the OAUG ambassador, designate at your organization. And of course, you can access the online magazine right here. Right next to that, we do have our OAUG e-News. This is an electronic newsletter produced monthly on the 10th of each month, unless the 10th happens to fall on a holiday or a weekend or something like that. This is kind of our big catch-all publication. If you need to know exactly what's going on with the OAUG, e-News is exactly where you should go. We have quite a list of everything that's going on. Right under that, you'll see ResearchLine. ResearchLine is an exclusive information resource for OAUG members, and it is comprised of executive summaries providing proprietary research results about trends that are of interest to our Oracle applications users. So a wealth of information there, very, very interesting information. Underneath that, you will see to the left our OAUG Education Network newsletter. This newsletter is an electronic newsletter, and it focuses on all of the upcoming educational opportunities within the OAUG. This newsletter will come out in just over a week. Next, not tomorrow, but next Wednesday. This newsletter will come out, and I certainly encourage you to make sure that you're signed up for this and see what's going on. Right next to that, we have our Support and Focus newsletter. As you may remember, this newsletter is produced quarterly, and it provides OAUG members with information and updates from the OAUG Customer Support Council. Now, you'll remember that the Customer Support Council does work directly with Oracle to influence policy decisions for you. So this electronic newsletter that is also set to come out in the next few weeks is full of helpful tips and tricks and resources for working effectively with Oracle support. And I certainly encourage you to take a look at that. That is a members-only benefit, so certainly enjoy that. And last but not least, at the bottom, we do have our OAUG Buyer's Guide. Our Buyer's Guide is produced annually and packaged with the fall edition of OAUG Insight Magazine. It's a great way to find out who's who and who can help with solutions and solution providers for your Oracle applications environment. And last but not least, we're going to go back up to the Partners tab and scroll down to Vendor Awareness Sessions. As I mentioned, we do have 2 vendor awareness sessions coming up, one on Thursday, June 11th at 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, and one on June 16th at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. If either of these are of interest to you or your colleagues, I ask that you share this information and go ahead and ask them to register today. It's a great way to figure out what's going on and get a new perspective on what's going on with the OAUG through the eyes of some of our vendors. All right, that concludes our short presentation for today. Hopefully we've kept it almost under 30 minutes, so we've done quite well. If you do have any questions, I'll ask that you go ahead and type those into the question box now so that I have a chance to answer them for you. And while you're doing that, I just want to remind you that we appreciate your participation and continued support so very much here at the OAUG. And if you ever need anything, you can email me directly at ambassador@oaug.org, or you can call me at 404-760-8194, and I'll be happy to help in any way that I can. Thank you all so much for joining us today. I do hope you have a wonderful rest of the day and a wonderful week. Thank you.